It's just going to keep getting way, way worse before things get better. You want to know why? The power dynamic and some of these figures that's in Atlanta. We used to say all the time, man, we wish some of these other cities would get along like the Atlanta rappers. Think about like New York, how divided they were over the years. Some people blame 50 Cent for that. Oh, you came in and you divided with how to rob and made all the New York rappers mad at you. People like you and Jay-Z should have started off as friends. And you get it? Not Atlanta, though. Atlanta had a reputation for the rappers collaborating, supporting each other, sticking together. And when you really look at the power figures in Atlanta, damn, like how did Atlanta stick together like that? Let's just try to freestyle some of the names. You see in the thumbnail says Betrayal, right? We're gonna get there. So you got your Jeezys, you got your Lil Babies, you got your Gunners, you got your Young Thugs, you got your TIs, you got your Outcasts, you got your Gucci Mans. Gucci and Jeezy obviously was one that had a big fallout, a big drama, right? Who else you got in Atlanta? Lil Durk, obviously from Chicago, but then moving to Atlanta, people like him and King Von, right? So he's still mingling with people in Atlanta. That power dynamic. 21 Savage, Future. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like who else is in Atlanta? Like Atlanta got so many big name rappers. And the thing about a lot of these rappers, some of them really do got some active street backgrounds. A Young Thug, for example, a 21 Savage, for example, right? These are some big guys. So, more leaked audio when it comes to Young Thug. A lot of allegations of you was blackballing people. You the center dividing a lot of people. You telling who not to rock with who. This is why the little Dirk's names are getting mentioned on some of these calls. It's making Rollo stuff more and more justified as saying that guy is the center for right or for wrong. How some of this audio was coming out, I don't know. Let's get to this next one. All right, this is one of the latest ones. Alleged leaked phone call of Young Thug and 21 Savage discussing Lil Baby and Lil Durk dissing Gunna for clout. They jumped the gun. All right, let's check this out.
Type. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Dirt
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them ain't doing nothing.
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy. That ain't really saying that to no.
Yeah,
like, damn, I'm disappointed. Right?
Yeah, but that's still.
But guess what, though? That
what
makes
your position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying,
yeah, they jumped.
But supposed to had a conversation with you for they do anything. That's
yeah, but
I look at it.
Wham did though. I talked to Wham, so we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right, hell no. He's like, all right, stay less. Same off top. Soon it happens. G off.
Type. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world.
Yo, we really, really want to know who's releasing these phone calls. There's no way y'all gonna get me to believe that that's Young Thug or 21 Savage putting out them calls. It's gotta be the government, man. It's gotta be the DA. They still mad that Young Thug got away, man. And here comes the whole divide and conquer. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be the fucking prosecution office still fanning and all them talking about hell no. Y'all want the shit on Fulton County for how we handled that case, right? All right, now we're gonna watch all y'all kill each other. We're just gonna bring a whole new indictment. Yo, there's no way. But anyway, continued audio, tweets, dynamics, even the reaction of the interrogation footage to see how people react. You see the power of Young Thug. You see how he's the center of a lot of shot calling and a lot of other powerful street people saying go, not go, green light, chill, not. And it sounds petty. You think it's petty, like clouding. We up here talking about following and unfollowing people. I got a different opinion on that. I don't think it's just petty shit because you're dealing with major, multi-millionaires, people that have big followings, big fan bases. You shift something the wrong way, right or left. The next thing you know, you got a Kendrick and a Drake outcome. You know what I mean by that? I'm talking about power dynamic, right? They're in front of millions of fans. The following thing, petty to some of y'all. At that level, then why does the internet track that down so much? Why does the internet look at that so much? The first thing the internet does when they see two people get into a rift or possibly a rift, they go to their Instagram followers, they put in that person's name and see if they still follow each other. Why? It's just a new era. We old people on this podcast, we got to accept it. We thought that because back in our time, if you had an issue, you would address it, you would confront it, it would be known, it would be crystal clear. In today's era, unfollow is almost like saying, fuck you. Unfollow is like saying, I don't rock with you no more. Unfollow is saying we might got beef. We might be into it if I unfollow you. That's today's era. So all this about who jumped the gun and who said what first or whatever, we supposed to be waiting on Young Thug before Gunna gets addressed. And here's another tie into that when you think about it. I thought it was, from a code standpoint, it made no fucking sense, but it still was the belief of a lot of people. We are going to have fall back until Young Thug speaks up on Gunna. A lot of fans, a lot of people in the industry, a lot of people that you can possibly be blackballed away from. They wanted to know where Young Thug stood. I felt like y'all had everything y'all needed to either make a decision on how you felt about Gunna and his plea and that video that came out. But streets waited for Young Thug, okay? So now he is here he is in audio behind the scenes, crafting all of this. It's too early. We're gonna hold off. I call Baby, call Wham. Did you do that? Whatever. Well, Durk says something. All right, well, Durk, all right, that's a one-off. Well, all right. So Baby unfollow, or whoever unfollow. Yeah, but that don't really mean. No, it does. It does. And it creates this whole internet rift that everybody got invested on. And now Young Thug is receiving a backlash from that because we were so invested on how you guys are now being shown as coordinating how we're going to handle Gunna. We became invested in it. Any tweet he put out, I'm not your friend. Stop tweeting like we friends. If you eat the cheese, you're gonna have to go ahead and put out a gospel album, twin. We got invested in it. And y'all were behind the scenes coordinating this shit, moving the pieces on the chessboard when it came to songs, when it came to follows and unfollows and tweets and who says what when. It just is what it is. Y'all gotta hate the people that's putting this audio out. Let's move on. We got another piece now. This one is why I want to ask the question in the thumbnail when I say betrayal. Yeah, no, how do you? I don't know. Y'all see this one up on the screen? New audio has surfaced online of Young Thug and 21 Savage reacting to Gunna's Lil Baby diss on his song Bread and Butter. He ain't lying, though. All right, let's see what they talking about.
I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, that was Gunna.
He like,
you pushed up on me knowing you were beating with a rap. It was jazz and fun, my man. Yeah.
Oh, God. But he ain't lying, though. He ain't lying. He did. I don't know, bro. Like,
so you got Gunna that puts out a song at Lil Baby, right? Let's go over here. See right here, Bread and Butter, the song by Gunna, and the lyric, you switched up on me when you know you in business with a rat. Okay. Now I know QCP came out yesterday and responded to people playing with his name. He said, first of all, I'm a civilian, fuck all that, these broke niggas, yada yada. We saw that. We covered that yesterday. But going back to this lyric of Gunna, dropping a little sub, sending his shot at Lil Baby. You got 21 Savage and Young Thug on the phone laughing about it. I'm talking about, he ain't lying. I don't know what Lil Baby is doing over there with him. You signed to this. Hey, man. Is that betrayal? Did y'all have a private conversation with Lil Baby telling him like, yo, we don't think you should be working with this person or working with that person? There's other examples of this type of stuff, right? People might look at Desiree and then around people like Jay-Z and Meek Mill, and hey, I'm just saying, if you're Meek Mill, everybody's gonna go at you and say you still rapping and claiming to be a street nigga. If you Jay-Z, you might apply to that Wack 100 new rule that dropped for the new generation of street niggas, saying if you are 10 years removed from the streets, you okay. So the Desiree thing is like one of those pinnacle examples of people in business with people that worked with authorities. Okay. And here goes quality control P, and it resurfacing. We looked at the 1090 Jake video on QCP yesterday. We do remember that situation, but he comes out and he says, I'm a tax-paying civilian, man. I'm a businessman. I don't got nothing to do with that. Plus, I'm cool with that. He's not a street, he's not claiming to be a street guy. And if he wasn't claiming to be a street guy at the time of that situation, then he's clean. If he was a street nigga then, and then he conveniently went tax-paying civilian because it was time to talk to the people, can't do that, right? So I don't know the timing of that. So I don't got no issue with P as far as my opinion on how all that goes. But either way, Lil Baby follows a code, and here goes his right hand man on the phone with 21 Savage. They kind of laughing behind his back about a guy that y'all all at odds with, Gunna. So I don't like this if I'm Lil Baby, unless y'all done already confronted me in private about who I have business dealings with. If y'all feel like this behind my back about who I'm working with, and I don't know about this, if I'm finding out this for the first time from a leaked audio clip, that's where the betrayal stuff starts to come in a little bit. And this is also where you got a lot of narratives on the internet for Young Thug. Like, dude, you really are masterminding and manipulating and picking and choosing and switching certain. Rollo is look. Rollo's a guy so outspoken. He got a little whack 100 to him at times where it's just like, yo, is he just running wild because he's so transparent? Or are we gonna listen to him a little bit? Are we gonna start to listen to all these narratives like, yo, Young Thug, you definitely is blackballing and making moves and playing with people. But when you one of the leaders from a street standpoint in this whole cesspool of Atlanta rappers, all right, heavy is the head that wears the crown type shit. Moving on now, staying with that whole betrayal theme is in question. How do I feel about this? Young Thug seemingly responds to jail call leak in him criticizing Lil Baby for still being cool with CEOP. So this is the tweet, and I believe it was deleted. They were saying that it was tweeted and then it was deleted 30 seconds later. We could stop all the. Let me read it first. My bad. Wham! What's understood ain't gotta ever be explained. I'm with you forever. That's Young Thug putting this stuff up in the direction of Lil Baby after all these audio leaks is coming up. Okay. We could stop the whole tweet and delete. And that Young Thug got a call from Lil Baby and said, take that down in 30 seconds. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. At this point, Young Thug has tweeted and deleted countless tweets. He knows at this point that I can tweet this, it'll go out, everybody will have it, and then I could just take it off my shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like how people try to use their stories, their Instagram stories. Like, it's not going to stay up there forever, but if I want to get something out, it's going to get out, and then that's it. I just don't want you to be able to come to my Twitter a year from now when it's still there, right? It's documented already across the web. So whatever tactic that they try to do with the tweet and deletes, whatever, that's on them. But you know it's going to be out there in a split second, and the whole internet is watching you. I said before on a stream a couple days ago, these guys, if not already, should have been having private conversations to get right, to make sure that they're on the same page. First, I was saying that about the interrogation audio. Yo, Wham, this is where I stand, blah, blah, blah. And just as friends, you know, like you always give your friends and your family and people that you support and you're close to the benefit of the doubt, which means that you go to them in private and you ask your questions. You say, yo, what's going on with this, man? I heard this audio. I seen this paperwork. Let's chop about it. Let's have a conversation, right? If somebody gives you a solid enough, explanation, then you can continue to support that person or navigate whatever's going on amongst your people, right? But this right here, this got to be for the public, because if you want me to believe that Lil Baby and Young Thug have yet to have a conversation, not just about the interrogation audio, but also about now the leaked audio that's come out. If I'm Young Thug and if I'm this close to Lil Baby, he's sending me millions of dollars for my legal fees while I'm fighting Rico, and I'm sitting down, and Young Thug then helped him get out the streets, and I really believe they have a close friendship. I really, 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 really do. And you want me to believe that throughout the midst of the interrogation audio, the leaked phone calls, all this stuff going on, the Atlanta politics, the who we rock with, who we don't rock with, how we going to stand, how we going to face a deal with some of this. Do you think I'm dirty? Do you think I'm clean? You want me to believe that they didn't have a single conversation yet? Well, then you're going to tell me that I don't really believe that they friends then. They had to have a conversation. So what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say a tweet like this is for us? Or do you want me to say it's really for Baby? Which one? Because if it's really for Baby and y'all ain't spoke yet, that means that all this shit that's already been going on prior to the leaked phone calls, y'all still have distance between y'all. Y'all still haven't got on the phone and even talked about the interrogation audio. Like, hey man, let's chop. Let's break this down. Let's have a conversation. Let's get on the same page. That's distance. I don't know. I'm just saying if that tweet is specifically for Lil Baby. I mean, that's the way it's worded. But it could just be for the internet so that we don't run with it. Okay. And if it's for the internet, that's you just still trying to fend off the narratives because you know you look crazy because calls like that will paint you as a manipulator, somebody that's behind the scenes, being two-faced or possibly exhibiting behavior of the thumbnail betrayal. So who was the tweet for? Us or Baby? All right. Let's now. This wouldn't be the Young Thug continued coverage if we didn't now get into reactions. All right. I wanted to cover the Lil Baby and the 21 Savage and the Young Thug update specifically. Now, you know what segment this is. Reactions. Wack 100 done. He done came around the corner. He done woke up a little bit. He's blaming the fact that I guess Roscoe said some things in some directions of his homies and also Young Thug dissing QCP. You know, Wack has done that before. You know, he's stood on a certain elevated platform for Baby, meaning Stunner, right? Not Lil Baby, but for Baby. For QCP, he's done that in the past. For Game, he's done that. We see that, right? But really what it proves to me is what you felt the whole time and you were selective politicking, but at least he kind of admit to it, okay? But he's came fully around the corner now that people like Game is being dissed because Roscoe was talking about Game when they met when they crossed paths in the mall, and Young Thug dissing QCP. So now Wack is going full blown. We on your heels now, huh? Okay, cool. You're a little delayed reaction, but okay, we'll listen to it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? No way Young Thug is saying because they didn't play it in court, it's not snitching. Bitch, if you talk to the police, first of all, nigga, you ain't nobody to dictate none of that. I was being cool, but since Roscoe speaking for him and all that, and niggas is disrespecting my brother, nigga, I'm gonna let a nigga know where I stand. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. When you come for him, come for me. Yeah. Right? If you're talking to law enforcement, nigga, if you're in the substation and get on the phone and call the streets and say, tell the homie to come tell him the gun was his, bitch, you tell him.
So he's 1000% correct there. And I never understand. I never will. I would never accept. I don't care what generation of codes, principles, morals, or streets it is. I don't care if I'm the most tax-paying, law-abiding citizen that y'all know. I don't give a fuck. I will forever never agree and never understand anybody that ever tries to tell me that it's not snitching if it's not used in court. Oh my God. I'll never understand it. And let me say this as well before I get back to the audio. Yo, academics, man. He's always shows levels of high intelligence until he's on interviews or collaborations with people, which shows me how manipulative academics is. Like, did you see when academics is on with people like Roscoe and he's acting, or he's like, I'm running out of excuses, I don't know, and then he baits out information. Who Doug? Nah, they say he shoot people though. No, like he's baiting out content. He plays stupid. And then he's also acting neutral. He's not really neutral. He really has his mind made up about what he listened to, but he's playing because he's also on the phone with all these street niggas from Atlanta that's calling him. He's playing all of y'all for suckers. Every last one of y'all. He knows how to bait you into content. He knows how to act stupid. He knows how to play neutral, right? He's really smarter than all y'all. And then he eats off the content. But thank you, academics, for being a smart guy and allowing everybody to come up here and run their mouth so I could interpret what the hell's going on.
Fuck what you talking about. Niggas get this money, little thing, and try to, nigga, was you the nigga when you was hiding in the closet?
Wait,
When the nigga tried to beat your ass?
I like Thug's definition. You know why? because it would also apply to, say you anonymously call the police and say, hey, y'all go check out this block over there, niggas over there selling drugs. The cops go over there, bust a bunch of people. You ain't
Bro,
tell.
that's telling.
Well,
Listen, bro.
If Thug's
Young
definition is
Thug
that.
is a rapper, bro. Young Thug is a rapper. Okay, he ain't Woody. He ain't some of these niggas who really.
You can't do that, Wack. And I mean, you could do whatever you want. You could be naive and play yourself into a spot. You know, obviously what people mean when they say he's a rapper, they're trying to say he ain't into shit. Young Thug should not be considered just a rapper. Like, don't look at Young Thug, just look at the people around him. Like, even the people that have never pulled the trigger themselves, like when you get to that level of involvement and you get to that level of influence and you get to that level of shot calling, nah, you in it. You really in it. So don't jump out the window and start. Let's not try to act now like Young Thug is a nobody in the streets. Like, come on, Wack.
Get busy. He's a rapper. Okay, any nigga, a Poindexter nigga with a bag could go influence another nigga to do something. But what will you do? What have you done? Right? He's a rapper. Nigga listen, let me tell you where his credibility is shot. The niggas the nigga said word to me, and I ain't gonna say their name because I respect them, to let the people know I didn't tell Gunna to do that, but I told my brother to do that. If you do the research, I'm the one that announced that. Because everybody was like, the Thug tell him to do it. He sent word to him. I remember I was in Mexico when I got the call. But now, Seti Nash, shout out to Seti Nash. He's been the one releasing the jail calls, and he got many more to come. The nigga got shit over there. Shout out to Seti Nash. On the jail call with him and 21 Savage, he said, hey, you seen what your brother did on the plea? He said, you told him to do it. He said, oh God, I didn't tell him to do it. But yet you just, when Roscoe come in here and called your brother a rat on Academic Lie the other day, you double back and put up, I told my brother to do it. Young Thug's credibility is gone. Nigga should be unfollowed.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fuck him in his ass. Nigga, I'm gonna be real. Nigga, I was sitting back. But when you went at P, you fucked up.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms.
Fuck you. Fuck what you found. Fuck all that. Because some shit I don't play with, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat and act like I ain't heard it. Look, bitch, you told. I was trying to give you grace. You told, nigga. Then you told the world after Roscoe kept the case with that. His brothers are Smith. You came back. The tweet is up. Y'all put it up. I told my brother to whoop-de-whoop, but then Seti Nash blast your bitch ass. You shouldn't have sent Roscoe out there. See, one thing about Roscoe, he don't give a fuck. He's a loose cannon. He gonna say some real shit, some fake shit. He gonna say some bullshit. Nigga, you just went up and put on a tweet that you told your...
Allegedly, QCP. Quality Control P, getting dissed by Young Thug. Allegedly, that's why he's crashing now. Well, I shouldn't say crash. I should say he's full throttle now. Okay.
Brother to do it, but the audio with your voice on it says, "On God," to 21 Savage. Okay. You didn't tell him to do that. Ain't no listen. He just nigga. We don't believe nothing.
You gonna act brand new now, like. This is what Wack does. Wack's got the exposers and the hunted side. They asked him the same thing about New York. What are you doing in New York business? This is just Wack. This is his team. This is what they do. And this is also the internet. Some people could say, ARP, you's in New York, nigga. What are you doing in Atlanta politics? I'm not in Atlanta politics at all. I'm not trying to sway real outcome of this. I'm just podcasting, right? Wack, he does this. Like, he will try to be a part. Like, look what just happened recently with him and Zay Osama, right? He does that, and he does it to the point where I think it's dangerous. He obviously got to stand all of that, but he could just wake up one morning and say somebody caught a charge and supposed to have a mandatory amount of time, and he's home already. I think he's a snitch. And then he'll track it down and turn it into content. Remember, too, there's a big side of Wack that is content. Okay, the Clubhouse side, the hunted side, his Instagram. I think a lot of his content and a lot of him inserting himself in the news is part of his livelihood right now. Like, yeah, he probably got other businesses. He's got the diaper thing that I think that he talks about a lot. He might still have a couple artists under him. But content is a part of his life right now. Okay, so Tay, I understand what you mean with a comment like this, but I guess my point is, like, let's not act brand new. This is what Wack does. All right.
No, yo, Wack, I ain't gonna lie to you. Wack, he made. I ain't gonna count with you. Wack,
Put up the Gillian Wallow content.
I'm about to play.
Talking about you don't say nothing to the police, you know, and they ain't go. And you in there 2 hours for a motherfucking bologna sandwich, bitch. And you told him, call me anytime.
Hold on, Wack. He never requested the bologna sandwich. He actually said, "Could you guys somebody go outside of jail and give me some shit?" They said no.
Yo, the academics really just try to jump in right there to defend Thug. Like, no, hold on. He didn't ask for it. Oh, Ack, it's okay to be scared of Young Thug, man. I am too. All right, I'm scared of his capabilities too, man. Come on, Ack. If you're gonna do these type of streams and bring on people like this, then you gotta stand it, buddy. Yo, he really just tried to defend how the food came about. Ack, you's hilarious.
Fortunately, that bologna sandwich.
And the nigga kept talking. He didn't even shut it down. That's like, bro.
Wack, he was spitting the cops. Come on now, he was.
How you spitting the cops, nigga? And you're telling them the truth, bitch. Who you spitting them at?
Now he told him. Now he's like, Roscoe's a junkie. He couldn't do.
Yeah, so right there, I think that academics right there is playing Wack. He said, no, he said that Roscoe's, I think he's spinning content. But you absolutely can't say that. Like, Young Thug literally gave up that narrative the moment that he tweeted the words, "I made a mistake." Like, let's be real. Like, when Young Thug says that tweet that came out, I made a mistake and said that we sold weed to Lil Wayne to prove that we was not beefing, right? Anytime you think you made a mistake and you admit that you made a mistake, you can't then say that, oh, all I was doing was giving up information to spin. Because, yeah, maybe you thought you were spinning to say that we're not beefing, but you're calling it a mistake because you know that it's information that you're not supposed to be telling to the detectives, okay? And so it's that's not me. That's the tweets and the audio. That's what these people are doing and saying. So
commit crimes and Roscoe breaks the law every day. That makes the cops look at you. What the fuck are we talking about? Who the fuck is 6ix9ine at? Get him on this motherfucking phone.
I just noticed that academics is so content people. I just picked this up. He's got the expanded battery pack on the back of his cell phone. My bad if y'all can't see. Hold on. Let me switch the view just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Don't think I'm crazy. Yo, this is hilarious. Because he knows that he gets all these type of phone calls with people. Look, y'all can see. God forbid I'm in my 3rd hour of content and my phone dies. Hell no, we need this. Oh my goodness.
Now, who the fuck is 6ix9ine at? Get my business partner on this motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Where he at?
All right. Speaking of 6ix9ine, so we'll move on. We'll move on to the next round of reactions. But before I get into 6ix9ine and Rollo, Nut's cousin spoke out. So in the midst of all this, let's see the caption. Big Nut's cousin breaks silence on snitching allegations in all of Atlanta. Big Nut's cousin breaks silence. Okay, let's see what he's talking about.
First of all, y'all niggas, y'all killed my motherfucking cousin Nut, man. Donovan Thomas, long live Nut forever. God took me away from the barbershop that day. The day y'all came through and sprayed up my shop. You killed my cousin Nut. And y'all had the audacity to talk about who ratting, who telling on each other, motherfucker. Picture this. Picture your loved one getting killed. Not no regular loved one, but somebody who's taking care of the entire community. This motherfucker get killed. Come to find out, the police had their back. These are informants, nigga. These niggas walk around with wires on and shit like that and claiming gangster. Nigga, you took my fucking family away from me, dog. So while everybody's talking about who told on who ratted on who, my little cousin ain't gonna never see their daddy again, nigga, and he was a boss, nigga. Long live Nut forever, nigga. So don't y'all ever forget that shit, nigga. Y'all divided Atlanta on some fuck shit, nigga. Period. I promise you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just couldn't take it no more. I'm sitting back listening. Oh, this nigga snitched, this nigga rat. He told on this person. I don't give a fuck who told on who, nigga. Y'all took my cousin nut, nigga. And you had the police to back you up, nigga. What the fuck kind of shit? How fair is that? That ain't fair, nigga. The fuck you talking about, nigga? Nigga getting paid, running around here getting paid like a motherfucker, nigga. For goddamn being a federal police motherfucking informant, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. But I'm just let y'all know that God got the final say so, bro. Y'all killed a living legend, Donovan Thomas. Long live Nut forever. I will never, ever, ever forget that. I can forgive, but I can't forget, man. I just thank God I went at the barbershop that day. They came and sprayed that motherfucker up, man. I love you, Nut. Don't y'all never forget about Nut, nigga. Bitch ass niggas, man. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Y'all nigga was able to kill a nigga and the police had your fucking back, nigga. I love you, Nut. Long live Nut forever, nigga. The world gonna hear this shit.
Whew. I ain't gonna do too much on that one. All I'm gonna say, there is conspiracy side of things. For him to believe that people's losing their lives in the midst of all this back and forth like Nut, and the police are backing it because these people at the time, as per what he believes, are already working. Now imagine that. And how about this? If we find out from 21 Savage, I ain't recall a motherfucking thing. I ain't record nothing. Or Young Thug, I ain't record shit. Now, if it's a jail call, duh, they're all recorded. So finding out who recorded this stuff should be very, very simple. Okay? Jail call, duh, we know that. But the second question is, who is putting it out? Who's putting these calls out? Young Thug, it would make no sense for him to put it out because these calls are hurting him. 21 Savage, I don't believe that he's putting them out. I can't believe that. Especially, it'd be too soon. It's like nobody's looking at 21 Savage and saying, "Oh, use this or use that. You involved in this, or we realize that you got a problem." Nobody was looking at 21 Savage, so he would have no incentive to put these calls out. They could hurt him as well. Who was putting out the calls? It's got to be the fucking government, B. It's got to be the government. Y'all turn people into informants. You make people take deals. You got these recorded phone calls. And then in the midst of all this type of shit, you put it out and you sit back and you watch this play to your benefit. It'd be crazy to say, not only has Rollo made some sense in this shit, but even Woody, somebody who doesn't have credibility like that to listen to because he's said things on both sides of the gate, it seems, allegedly, right? I don't want to stop everything I'm doing and turn to Woody and say, you give me all the truth. That's not who I'm going to. All right. That's as respectful as I could say it. But dare I say, his first reaction when he was just like, yo, you don't see what these people are doing? They just tearing us all. Let's just all stop this shit. The government could absolutely play a big part in all of this. Who's releasing the footage? Who's releasing it? All right, let's take down Nut's cousin. Let's get back to Rollo, Academics, Wack, and 6ix9ine. I don't think Rollo should be doing videos with 6ix9ine because his whole thing is I've never ratted and I'm a solid street nigga, right? He's got his fam goon chain on every time he's on camera and every time you see him out in public. I don't know if it's good for him to be yucking it up on a video with 6ix9ine, but that's another story. It's another story. I'll leave that alone.
Yo. Let me tell you how fucked up the game is right now. Remember when Gunna did the Yes Ma'am shit? Remember?
Yeah.
And everybody like, nah, bro, wait till Slime come home. If Slime don't stamp it, if he don't say it out his mouth,
Yeah.
then we still bumping Gunna. Nigga, Young Thug came home and said, yo, buddy, a rat. Stop, act like we cool. Then he made another excuse. Nah, but his music fire. I said when he come home and say that Gunna told, y'all was gonna be like, all right, now everybody, you see how every time it's something every time?
And we like Thug though, man. Like somebody, yo,
Doug told, bro.
what?
The nigga told, he told before Gunna, 2015, the nigga told. The nigga told. And this was crazy. The nigga got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went. He got coming out the Lowe's Hotel, the same hotel where Yo Gotti them had that bang out. Remember that bang out happened? That nigga got caught in the Sprinter with 2 or 3 sticks. We ain't heard about that case. This was back then. He told, my nigga. And like Rollo said, what conversations did you have since then?
Yeah, you gave him your number.
He
You
gave
had
his
a
number.
private conversation. He probably be the reason behind the whole indictment. It probably went rooted.
And 21 Savage, what 21 Savage saying? Your boy Top 5 is saying 21 said he ain't fucking with him, but I don't know, bro. Because he had a lot to say about everybody else.
Nah, 21's my friend. Leave him out of this. Leave 21 out of this, please.
Yo,
Bro.
21 shouldn't even be in this guy. He not even from this country. He not even from here, nigga. Like, why is he opinion shit?
But this time, the U visa program where you gotta cooperate is the reason why he's able to stay. You remember how we were exposed that?
How a nigga got opinion over United States politics, nigga? Go opinionate on shit
Bro,
that.
Man, let's not talk about 21, y'all, please.
Nah,
we got that.
No,
I'm gonna tell you what, 21, you better tread
Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I didn't ask y'all a question.
I'm gonna tell you, if that nigga say one word, utter one word, like I ran him off Clubhouse exposing him, he left. I'm gonna fuck over his life.
But he ain't said one word, Wack. Let him go.
All right, you got. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give you that.
Let's get back on this.
And by the way, I think
I'm on his ass, nigga. Fuck all that.
Yo,
not say nothing, nigga. That
but
nigga,
where's the nigga credibility at, right?
Huh?
The nigga said, look, now he sent the word to me when he was locked up. Tell Wack to let the people know I didn't tell Gunna to do that, but I told my brother to do that. Then when the nigga Pee Wee come on here and go at his brother, he tweet, no, I told my brother to do that. Then Fetty Nash released the goddamn audio of him telling old boy, I ain't telling to do that. Nigga, credibility.
He's a supposed liar. You know, everything in the dark comes to the light, Wack.
So why he can't do a feature with 6ix9ine now? What was the reason? 6ix9ine, what was the reason? Remember they all said 6ix9ine is the rat. We can't do features with him. Hold on. Kodak Black kept it gangster. He kept it real with Wack. He did it. But nigga, 6ix9ine, your case was what year?
2018.
This nigga was already telling. Rollo, he was already telling. Nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what's up? Yeah, like, where the energy at? Yo, remember, Wack, what's up with LA? Why nobody from LA got nothing to say? Like, what happened? Like, what's the politics? Why everybody so quiet?
Listen,
didn't you just ask 21 Savage to stay out the business because he's not originally from this country, but now in Atlanta beef, now you're gonna turn to fucking Wack and say what's up with the politics? Why is people in LA being quiet? Which one? Fucking 6ix9ine. Let's go to another clip of these fucking guys, man. I guess these Voltron 4 is you expect nothing but entertainment. Like, what else are you gonna get here? Like,
saying the dumbest shit in the world. I made a mistake. You made a mistake and did what? Snitched.
Rollo, you never made a mistake. You never made a mistake in the interrogation room, bro.
Made a mistake.
You see what I'm saying? That's academics trolling. Like, is he really serious with a question like that? Come on, Rollo, you never made a mistake. Like, he's trolling. His content mode.
So my shit was a mistake the whole time. That was a big mistake.
So now I'm mistaken this spot. Now I'm mistaken this spot. Hey,
forgive me. That was a mistake. I thought it was a confession in the church, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I mean about. I don't know if Rollo is a street nigga that's already people always play with him about that stuff. Should be up here yucking it up and laughing with 6ix9ine. But at the end of the day, man, that is a point that you just can't get around. The fact that Young Thug tweeted, "I made a mistake." You know, it's a lot, man. It's like Jay just said in the chat. If 6ix9ine is making points, then where do we go from here? Let's continue with more reactions. We got your boy Sauce. He wasn't gonna be able to stay quiet, was he?
Hey. The word of today is accountability now. Black folk, rappers, all you good street niggas that's been hating and holding your nuts on the other side for this long. Hey, man, don't be quiet now. And everybody got their hands behind their back. Look here. But one thing we all know is about the word reservation. For those who trying to make the excuses of, oh, but this ain't do this and this ain't lead to that and that wasn't that. Even though this is that and did lead to that and that was definitely that. But when you make a reservation at a restaurant, you make a reservation for a car, you plan to do something, you plan to come back and you plan to show up, and you don't want those people that you made the reservation to feel bad and not trust your word. So if you making a reservation to tell after you already did some telling,
A reservation.
nigga, you booked a date to tell furthermore like a concert, y'all can't do that now. Don't do that. Shout out to the real.
Yo, he's crazy for saying book a reservation. What else Sauce got going on, man? All right, Sauce Walker, basket in glory of watching the snakes and the rats go at it. TSF stood tall in the courtroom. Not one snitch and splat. Y'all still want to be slimes? Oh man, let me see the tweet itself. These niggas y'all was idolizing and high-siding me over. LOL. Y'all seen the signs years ago and ignored it. Who's lame now? TSF stood tall in courtroom. Not one snitch and splat. Business. Hashtag free Sanchi. Hashtag free Sosa Man. Then another one. Snakes and rats are in the same group of the animal kingdom. The scum of the jungle. No honor amongst snakes and rats. Don't try to switch to a spider now. LOL. Oh shit. Wow. Your snake skin already exposed. Y'all fans and y'all kids still want to be slimes, or y'all finally understand the message now? Wow. So they're using the snake stuff for saying how he's snaking his friends allegedly, or talking behind their back or whatever. And they talking about the rat stuff because the interrogation and somebody's tweets and the pleas and the it's ugly. And it's only gonna worse because you have outspoken people in the world that take shots or try to expose the people in power. Because they don't give a fuck and they just stand how they stand. They say y'all could suck dick. I'm gonna speak how it is or how I feel. And now that these gates are open, you're gonna have a lot of people that was scary as well. And I'm not saying Sauce here because he obviously spoke in the past, but you have a lot of people adding their 2 cents. A lot of people. Because now they feel like, I'm clear because now there's a big majority of people saying that something is wrong. Nigga, where was you? Nah, I don't gotta go in the past. It's all good. Continue reactions. Who we got next? Oh, okay. King Yella, let's do it. All right, let's see. King Yella speaks on Young Thug snitch allegations. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to say a rat. All right, let's play.
Hey, this rat shit is funny to me. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to say a rat, who y'all. Hey, listen, just because a nigga make good music, man, don't justify him telling. These niggas claiming to be solid and trying to destroy other niggas, and then niggas go dig up and figure out, boy, yeah, it's been a rat. Boy, these niggas been having whiskers, man. Niggas been having whiskers, and you niggas picking and choosing. I want to see all you other niggas that unfollow niggas and stop doing songs with niggas who videos came out. You bitch ass rappers better do the same shit with Thug, nigga. Unless you niggas scared of the slime in the skirt, nigga. Knock it the fuck off, nigga. Fuck is wrong with y'all, nigga? Now I see everything. Every action got a reaction. Nigga calling Gunna a rat, Woody. Hey, this rat. Man, listen, man. Niggas was throwing niggas under the bus, and niggas been telling on niggas the whole time and putting people on niggas, and then you niggas is getting down on other niggas and making it seem like these niggas was the niggas that was bogus when you niggas been bogus from the beginning. But stop picking and choosing. The same way you niggas want to say 6ix9ine a rat, Boston Richie, Gunna, even me. Y'all even said I'm a motherfucking rat. So, shit, Skinny from the Nile. You niggas saying, hey, man, the same way You niggas, like, it's hella niggas y'all try to say is rats, gang, and it don't even be rats. Like, you niggas, even for big sass situation, you niggas.
Why is he switching up? Like, you see what he just did there? We call this being having incentives, and I'll get to that in a second. You started the whole thing talking about rats, rats, rats. Everybody keep the same energy about Young Thug. Now you're talking about niggas be calling people rats, and they don't be rats, right? And it looks like his point started to veer off in that direction the moment he mentioned himself. I caught it.
Shut up. You niggas don't know when throwing the police off. It's throwing the police off. You niggas don't know when. If it's an interrogation about a murder or
which one? What point? What Yella? Which point are we gonna make here? Now you're saying you niggas don't know what throwing the police off is. You're going in a lane that I don't think you cut on the camera and wanted to do, which is trying to defend yourself. You are clearly, I see it. You started the stream on Young Thug's heels. So the point that you're making right now, are you really trying to prove out that Young Thug was throwing people off? Which one?
a crime that's been committed, and you niggas saying niggas name, and you niggas are saying what this nigga say? Man, listen, man, niggas they say it was whoopty whoop, but I don't know, nigga. If it wasn't whoopty whoop, nigga, you just said, nigga, it's whoopty whoop. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gotta make it make sense, man. Telling on a crime, nigga, or putting the police in the direction of something that's been committed, something that has been committed, or you giving the people directions of where it's about to happen. Nigga, that's telling. Not just saying, yes, ma'am, it's a gang, and man, the whole world know this shit already, nigga. Fuck it.
Adam, cool. What he just did at the very end was try to clear his shit. Right. He just said not doing what Gunna did, which is young man, yes, man, because the whole world knew already. I don't got nothing personal against King Yella at all. I just see how much of a street nigga he's always presented online and in music and in blogging and in podcasts and interviews, and then he says stuff like that. He just said what Gunna did was not because of yes man. He didn't put the direction on nobody or whatever because he said something the whole world already knew. Once again, I see what you're doing, King Yella. You're trying to clear your shit because that's why they got at you. You went in there and they asked you, is this person a BD? Is this person a GD? And you said yes. And then when you came out of jail and that shit came out, you did interviews justifying it by saying, I told them what people already knew. That is not the fucking point. Okay? Because you will have the Young Thugs of the world. We just heard this in his audio. They'll ask him, aren't you and Lil Wayne and Baby, aren't y'all Bloods? Didn't we just hear this in the interrogation footage? Right? Now, the whole world knows Young Thug, Lil Wayne and Baby Stunner are Bloods, right? I mean, come on. Stunner got a fucking 5-point star painted tattooed on his head. Lil Wayne, it did arguments coming home from jail about I was like this because I was a Blood and my red flag and Sue and all. They've been claiming it for years. But when Young Thug was in that interrogation room that just came out and they said, aren't y'all Bloods? Why would the detective still ask that? Are they asking it because the whole world already knows? No, because it's about still cooperation, because you see what Young Thug's answer was. Young Thug's answer was, regardless of the tattoos, regardless of all the flagging, regardless of all the rapping, regardless of all the chains, regardless of all the clothes and the bandanas, it's just for show. It's just music. That's what Young Thug said. He went away from being a Blood. This is the reason why what you just said, Yella, is breaking code. What is wrong with y'all? No, you can't say if people know it or not. All right. Everybody in the neighborhood knows John Gotti really, really is running that fucking family. So say it now, because everybody really knows this, including the feds. That means that if they bring me in there and they ask me the question, I could say, well, since y'all already know, and since the whole New York already knows, the whole East Coast knows that John Gotti is already that. Yeah, he's that. No, you can't do that. Y'all niggas is sick. And this is why I always, when I come across him getting into these lanes, I struggle with King Yella. And this is why I always use him as an example. It's not personal. I always go back to that because when I'm thinking about how you can't do that, he just did it again. He just did it again. And use the gangster. I'm the tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. You're the street nigga gangster, and you keep doing it. And you really just did that. I don't even know respectfully if that's really the code that you believe. I think you just continue to try to justify what came public on you. This is supposed to be about Young Thug. Oh my God. Niggas is sick. Back on topic, even though it's still relevant. So Gunna's out here doing 5K runs and bringing together on a positivity type time, right?
In here, y'all taking that step, you know what I'm saying, to just like push yourself. And you knows how far you gonna go and where you gonna go. It ain't up to me, it's up to God. But you already walking the steps, man. Like take Brandon just for inspiration. It's just like, man, I got this shit good. Like you drove yourself to this gym. We didn't make you come here, but like you pushed yourself to come. So pat yourself on the back. I thank y'all for coming here too, because it's like it's a beginning of something that's gonna be way bigger than I didn't ever see. But like just showing up, like y'all day one for this shit, like especially you know what's that. They say they come to bust it up with me, come on, but like y'all motivate me to just like damn, somebody showing up not to just hear my music, like to just come work out with me though. To really feel that shit that we be going through and we want to get it out in the gym, because we be fighting shit. Everything ain't easy. But instead of you going out there trying to goddamn get it out, you might as well just come here. It promises results to be better. You know what I'm saying? This is me living in it. So I'm telling you like how I feel and what I know. So everyone in here.
So these are the type of videos that's coming out on Gunna right now in the midst of all of this Atlanta stuff. And Gunna, man, if you are listening to people that are very upset at the hypocrisy right now, you better really take the advice. Stay quiet. Don't try to bask in this. Don't do the aha, I told you. You are already winning this race. Oh, look at that. That's a bar. You already winning. You don't have let the internet continue to do it for you. Just shut up. Okay? People are really, really being sympathetic in the direction of Gunna at this point. Just shut up. Don't say nothing. Just keep do what you've been doing. It's been working, obviously, right? Just the music. It's like Drake should really study Gunna. This is how to end up to be down and out, to have a time where the whole hip hop world and community and your peers and the fans turn against you. Yet you could still come out on the other end with a big victory and still have all the people get behind you, you mute everything. This is how. Drake can't do that though. He can't. All right. There you go. We done. I seen somebody put in the chat. Did I miss all the Ratlanta coverage? Y'all crazy. So we about 53 minutes in. We are now tied up with the Atlanta updates. All right. You see, y'all see 600 Breezy in the thumbnail? Let's go to him. Let's see what happened with 600 Breezy. All right, Chicago rapper 600 Breezy hit with the state RICO charge in Pennsylvania. Look at some of these comments. Oh yeah, night, little buddy. RICO is what a RICO is this year, man. Somebody put, what the fuck is he doing in PA? There's something about 600. I'm not gonna try to act like I'll monitor him. I know him like that, but it seems like every time you turn around, he's in a different state. And I don't be hearing like musically or work wise. I be hearing like, oh, you live here, you live like, I don't know. He just be on the move a lot, huh? Look at this. Are they cloning him here for sure? Somebody put rapper. Oh shit, that's fucked up. PA get PA is nothing to play with. He must not know. Rico in Pennsylvania, you're not beating that. Damn. Rico and PA ain't what you want. It's a Commonwealth. All right, let's see some of the audio in court.
the right to a hearing here in Wisconsin about whether you're the guy they're looking for in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Wisconsin.
Do you want those rights, or do you still want to waive them and agree to extradition?
I want to go there and get it over with.
All right, real good.
I kind of know what it's about, and it's something that's really small. It's a little and
Well, that's
I know the.
yeah. You don't want to get into the facts of it. Somehow it could potentially get used against you later on.
Okay.
I do have a written sheet that you can look at and sign to confirm that you do wish to waive extradition if you want.
What does corrupt organization mean?
You know, I don't know. I don't know what the elements are of the various offenses in Pennsylvania.
That's RICO, I believe, buddy.
If you're unsure of that and want to look into that a little bit further before you make decisions here, I'd be happy to continue this for a day or two, or
That's okay. I really want to get there and get
Okay.
this. So I've been in this
Right.
situation before.
and by signing that, you're not agreeing you did those things or anything. It's you have the right to a hearing here and waiting to be returned there. All right, based on Mr. King's oral responses as well as the written waiver of extradition, waiting to be returned there.
All right. So what it looks like is an extradition hearing. He's in Wisconsin, and he's agreeing to be shipped back to PA to face whatever he's about to face. But reports are that that is a RICO. I tried for y'all online. I tried to pull it up. I tried to see if I could find it. I checked Wisconsin and I checked PA. It's not listed under his government yet. Could still be sealed. When you see stuff like that, you never know it because they're still rounding people up, or if it's a RICO in PA and you don't have everybody that you want to have yet, or at least a line on them, then you don't want the details to become publicly accessible yet. Okay. Because then you'll have the me's of the world replicated by thousands. They'll pull up the paperwork and they say, RICO, what are we hearing about? What did he do? And then we'll read the paperwork and it'll say, this person or this confidential informant and this over here and this car and this store and this over and these drugs or these women or this trafficking or whatever, allegedly. And then anybody that's not already down or grabbed yet, you know, or they're still, you know, tailing around, they become aware of, you know, what the case is about. So don't know. It's not unsealed yet. We'll see. It's sad too because I think his music is slept on. I think 600 Breezy definitely got some hits that he's made over the years. There was that time where he was kind of running around with Drake, right? He was even like sticking up for Drake. Drake was getting to something online and then he was backing Drake and I'm over here and I'm pulling up for Drake and all that type of stuff. It looked like Drake saw a star in him for a second. Where that went, who knows? All of a sudden you don't hear about them partnering up. Matter of fact, I think he got locked up. I forget. His guy's been locked up a million times, but I think he always had potential to be a bigger, more well-known artist musically. But, you know, the guy keeps getting into stuff. Wish him the best. And when this stuff becomes unsealed, we'll look into the details to see if it's some wild shit like, come on, man, you did that. Or if it's some shit like, yo, leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a look. We'll see. But RICO never sounds good. Okay. And the fact that you're being extradited, it looks serious, my man. You know, I know he says probably something small, so I want to get back over there. I don't know about that. All right, next up, what was about a month ago, we covered Beanie Siegel was using AI to alter his voice back to his old throwback original voice because, you know, he's had the voice problems and health problems in more recent years. And I was always a fan of it. I was always for that. I was like, if Beanie Siegel, it's his lyrics, it's his rapping, it's his flow, it's his everything. And if you can just synthesize his vocals in a little way to make him sound like Rockefeller Day, Dynasty State Property Day Beanie Siegel, I'm all for that. That's no, we already allowed 1 million people like Kanye West and Lil Wayne to put out whole albums doing auto-tune, right? So I can't alter Beanie Siegel's voice to sound like the classic version of himself. Nah, I'm with that. So this is what it sounds like. We're at the end of the stream, so hopefully don't flag me for this. If it does, then being here live is how you catch stuff like this with us. Later on, I might have to clip it. We'll see.
Since a young and all I ever been was silent. I rose from the dirt without a stain on my crown. Been getting cash money since baby was pushing prime. Fake friends like full court, they changed for a dime. Only roll with young demons for my bloodline. All I gotta say is eating you a plate and it's drop time. Yeah, listen to me, family. I'm connected to the street, and all the youngins understand. Nick 'em slide through your block, and that bombed out cam with a switchy on the sway. Put the shit. Since a young and all I ever. Yeah, don't let the drip fool you. Them niggas shit doodle. Pasta and lead. I put a bullet in your noodle.
Fire. And to have Kiss pull up on that. Yo, do y'all realize how much Kiss has always supported Beanie Siegel ever since their beef? When I seen Beanie Siegel launch his food truck, who pulled up? Kiss. The way they talk about each other. It's very supportive, man. I love it. I love it. Kiss is always fucked with Beans post their battle. I kicked the nigga ball over. Who yard is this? What? Their battle was classic too. Here's one thing I would throw out there in the world. Okay, I'll throw this out. I'm glad everybody's fucking with this because I thought it was fire too. It sounded crazy. I want to throw this out there. Beanie Siegel, of course, from I don't know, he's well past his prime. And without saying too much, I didn't have conversations with people that have been around him in recent years. And they kind of alluded to him not being in the best spot. That's the most respectful place I could put it. And I'm not saying health-wise. I'm talking about like financially. Chat, how old do you think Jadakiss is? I pulled it up before the stream started. How old do y'all think Jada is? Go ahead, chat. How old do you think Jada and Beanie Siegel is? Take a guess. Go ahead, take a guess. I'll wait. Go ahead, y'all. I know we got a little live delay to y'all, but I'll wait. The first one came in 47 from Dion. God the Brand says 52. Chase got 45. J-Main got 48. 48. Gosh, that's for 60. Chill. 52 to 54, 50. All right, so a lot of y'all is close. Or got it. Because you know, like Cam and Jim is like 49 and 48, I think. Siegel is 51 and Jadakiss is 50. 50. The number just hits different. Jadakiss is 50 years old. Now, I say this to say,
gotta kill him because if you don't kill.
When you watch this video, Siegel don't look like an artist that could have a resurgence because image, look, and buyability, all of that is part of it. Jadakiss is 50 years old. He still looks like today's modern rapper. He does. I know, ARP. What are you trying to say? Siegel don't have a chain on. He just look different. You put Jadakiss on a video. Jadakiss is still running around with a bunch of youngins doing features. Like you see him pull up and do features with younger artists or whatever, and he fits in. He could still pull money out of music because this new generation that's into streaming and the ones that's still spending the money like that, you got to be buyable by them. And that's the only thing that I was watching this and I was just like, damn, should I say this? Or I'm not hurting Siegel by saying this, right? And then we got a little small corner of the podcasting world anyway. I ain't hurting. I'm just keeping real in my chat, right? He don't look like, it's like I see the health and the spot and the years in him. Then I look at Jada and it's just like, oh, the presence, the image, I don't know, man. I know Siegel's a more gritty representative of an artist, but as dope as the music might sound or might be, you won't catch on to the people that's going to make you do the numbers to actually chart unless your lyrical ability and your talent comes with the look, the image. And that is missing times 10 with Siegel. I just don't look at him and see that star quality anymore. You know? Just Lil Jewel, man. Just Lil Jewel.
Kill them, they'll sue you. Fuck it, if I get caught, just sell my shit to Hulu. So when I gear up, I'ma let it flare up. These fructose niggas full of that corn syrup. High in the mix, try and see what they can stir up. Blaming everybody except the guy in the mirror. You know anything about a brick, you know grinding.
Yeah, see, we'll just let like you can't go find a hoodie and a hat from your closet. It's a video. You got to go to the store and get something. Be newy, man. I don't want to see no dirt. I'm not saying single now. Like I be battle rap events, and you see people got the dirt smudge spots underneath they brim, and that's fine. Like you've been taking it off and putting it on a million times, but this is a battle event that you're about to do hundreds of thousands of views, maybe a million view battle, whatever, pay-per-view play. Go to the store and get you a fresh white t-shirt, get an ironing board, $30 hat from Lids or whatever. This is cameras on moment. You gotta look the part. Even if you gotta go back home to a hellhole, you gotta look the part, B. It's part of the shit, man. I ain't never pull up to an event without something brand new on. You know, like it's just you try to look the part. We're out here selling a product. That's just how it is, B. Come on, Siegel. Gotta look the part. I want his numbers. I want his music to win, but I don't know. I just see it coming. But anyway, maybe I'm the only. Maybe I'm over forecasting. Maybe I'm tripping. All right, shout out to Checks and Balances. Let's go to Michael Jackson. Said on a couple streams ago, Michael Jackson made more money than any, I think it said, celebrity in 2024. It was like $600 million or something like that, or any musician, one or the other. And he's deceased for how many years? Like 15 years or something like that. His estate, his empire, his music, his generational just impact, crossing. Your kids will know about Michael Jackson. But let's get on the conspiracy side for a second.
After examining the Michael Jackson case, he was in a war with Sony over publishing rights, and suddenly he was being accused. And I didn't remember much about that case, but then when I went and I looked at it, it was a crazy story of like a kid who was drugged by his dad to say that he was raped by Michael Jackson. Literally, he was drugged by his father. And so you start to wonder if there's a lot of stuff that's happening in Hollywood that many people have tried to speak out about. And those people have either been deemed crazy or, in the case of Michael Jackson, he's into children. And we sort of pay attention to the media circus of everything without realizing that like there could be other stuff happening in Hollywood.
Do you think it's possible that Michael Jackson was not a child molester?
I am now convinced after looking at the case that he was not, and that he was at a war with Sony. And I did a whole episode on it. I was shocked because I grew up loving Michael Jackson, and then I was absolutely repulsed by Michael Jackson. Like he meant so much in my childhood. And then I was repulsed by Michael Jackson. And then I decided to re-examine what happened. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, I literally could not believe.
Like Harvey
he was
Weinstein.
winning. He was going to win the Beatles catalog. It was his. He was fighting Sony and winning. And then just like that, scandal, broke, dead. Even the way he died is weird, but like, it was a lot. When you go back and look at that case, you realize the media tells you so much, but they tell you absolutely nothing.
They kind of fit your preconceptions of what a bad guy like that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson living in Neverland is weird, kind of personal Disney with all these little kids. You're like, he's clearly a kid toucher.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And he definitely had issues because he felt that he had his childhood stolen from him. So he kind of made it his priority in this, I would say, very creepy way to constantly say, I'm going to create this Neverland ranch. And so kids are never going to go through anything. But it's quite telling that he was so close above with anybody else with Macaulay Culkin, right? Also, another person who alleged that he was being raped by directors was that Corey, I'm going to say Corey, maybe Feldman. Yeah. And he's been vocal about how he was abused. And both of those people said absolutely never, not once did Michael Jackson do anything to them. They stood up for him. And then when you get into the people that said that he did something and you figure out what their motives were, one's drugged, one was paid. The Michael Jackson story gets completely crazy. And so what you had was a man who was stunted in his growth because of his childhood, who wanted to make the world a special, magical place for people. And he became the perfect, I mean, he won his case. So we can say Michael Jackson was not guilty, right? He actually won his case once the jury saw all the evidence. But yeah, it's kind of scary to think that a media circus can be created about you and people can believe things, just like we were saying with Matt Lauer.
Yes.
Absent very little fact because the media just keeps saying it. After examining the Michael Jackson case.
If Candace Owens or anybody does a documentary in this explain about Michael Jackson and the conspiracies around him, I promise you I'd be first in line to watch, because I'm kind of like Candace Owens, conflicted over the years. Well, more of my years actually been like, I'm good. You know, like I get opportunities to maybe buy like a Michael Jackson t-shirt, see a dope t-shirt with like the sparkly glove or something like that. And be like, damn, that'd be dope to just represent one of the GOATs, you know? And it's like, damn, but those, do I believe it? Like, I kind of feel like he did some weird stuff. He's always around kids or whatever. Damn, you know, like might be giving off the wrong signal by wearing that shit, you know? So I've always felt weird about him. I would love to know more. I would love to, and I don't think we're ever going to get the 1000% truth. I just would love to see more information put in front of me about his lawsuit, the Beatles catalog, stuff like that is huge. It's a lot. He's one of the biggest stars in the history of the earth, if not the. You know, even Chappelle joked about something like that. He was talking about, he did a skit. It was either on stage or it was a skit where he said, the media or the government will go to Michael Jackson for help anytime they have controversy around them. So like, let's say the president is going through some drama or some controversy, and they'll call in Michael Jackson and say, hey, Mike, sorry to call you again, but hey, man, you know, we're going through some stuff here at the office. You know, the people might revolt against us soon. Sorry to ask, but we're going to need you to have to go out there and touch another kid, right? The joke of that, what Chappelle was saying, was pretty much like manipulation, media manipulation, government manipulation. Then when you got like the music industry power, this is some of the stuff that people are praying gets exposed with UMG and Drake, right? It's absolutely a real thing. You know, you can bump into some real big problems based on the toes that you're stepping on, no matter how big you think you are. How many people believe that Diddy's problems began when he brought the lawsuit against Diageo, the parenting company, liquor company over Ciroc and all those other brands? People said that was the beginning. Even 50 Cent publicly said that was what he believes is the beginning. Michael Jackson and the Beatles and all these other fighting in lawsuits and you know, rights to your music catalog and whatnot. When there's billions of dollars on the table, lives can absolutely be lost. Reputations could absolutely be targeted. Lawsuits could absolutely be fabricated and created. Well, we know that, especially in 2025, right? But you know what I mean at a big level, because you're dealing with some powerful multi-billionaires. UMG is worth how much? Like 50, 60 billion or something we saw? Okay? No matter how big the person is, there's somebody above you that's probably faceless. Michael Jackson ran the world at a time, but there's still very, very powerful people above him. Okay? So I would definitely watch it, and I would pull in more of that information to see, like, do I feel more comfortable with all the kid stuff around Michael Jackson? Or do I feel like, nah, he was weird? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I wish his name continued to get more cleared over the years. I do wish that. But I don't know. Maybe there's some documentaries out there that I don't need to wait for Candace Owens for. Maybe I need to just check those out if they're out there. Speaking of Michael Jackson, man, if you weren't there, you got to go do the homework. There will never be a bigger artist ever than Michael Jackson. This guy was having grown men passing out at his concerts and all type of stuff. You will never in the music industry see another star as big as you could put Beyonce, Taylor Swift, you could put all these mega artists together. And for me, I don't feel the impact of these artists in the world the way I did living through seeing Michael Jackson outside. It was mega's not the word.
It's festival seating. They don't want chairs. Even if there were chairs, they would stand on them and just. So we have a tent on the side. It's usually like 5,000 faints every night. We have all the doctors and paramedics, but it's a difficult thing to do. You go from one continent to another. You're sleepy. The time zones are different. You can't sleep after the show. The adrenaline is up here. It's festival seating. They don't want chairs.
Yeah, that's crazy. I got two examples of Michael Jackson that always is funny to me. One that I saw in person and one that I saw online. The one I saw online, was it the Super Bowl? It was some show. And he comes out on stage. He's like this. And the crowd is, of course, going crazy. He's just staring to the side. It feels like an eternity goes by, like 10 minutes or so shit. He just staring to the side. And then all he does is this. He just turns his head to the other side, and then the whole crowd goes crazy. It's like he stood there for 10 minutes, fucking not moving an inch, and then all he did was change directions of his head. The whole crowd, fainted, crazy. It's up now. He changed the direction he's looking at. That is the power of that guy. The second one, though, is the one, I've seen in Summer Jam, and I told y'all about that before. One of my dopest things to experience. Because that Summer Jam was the one when Jay-Z debuted Takeover. So we're sitting there as he disses Nas for the first time. We're just like, I asked Nas, he don't want it with Hov, and we're gonna see it's Jay-Z and Nas. He just, I was dead, man. It was such a hip hop priceless moment for me, and that's also when Summer Jam screened Prodigy. These are priceless hip hop moments, but that's the same show that he brought Michael Jackson out. And it just shows how mega Michael Jackson is. It's like Jay-Z, the biggest guy on the scene at the time. And he's like, yo, come on out, Michael. But he's just like baiting the crowd a little bit. And like the whole crowd, including me, we're like, whatever, we'll get out of here. And he's like, I know one thing, Michael Jackson better come from behind that backstage. He better come up out here on his stage. And a lot of people like, yeah, whatever, Nick. You just talking shit. And maybe Michael Jackson wasn't coming out, or maybe he was delayed for whatever reason. I don't know. But the nigga Jay-Z goes, hold on, I'll be right back. He goes behind the stage, and everybody just waiting in the stadium, like, what the fuck? And he really walks out with Michael Jackson. And we all lose our fucking mind. Like, that's the only time I got to see Michael Jackson like in the flesh. I was just like, that's Michael Jackson on fucking stage. We go crazy if fucking Jim Jones is performing and Cameron pops out. Like, like what? Lil Wayne is performing and Kanye comes out. Oh shit, Kanye's on. We didn't expect that. Motherfucker brought Michael Jackson on stage. We was just, the whole crowd, we lost our fucking minds. And it was just like the last example. He's out there with the crowd going crazy, and he doesn't get a chance to say anything really because the crowd is just going through the roof. He takes the microphone, and all he says is, I love you guys. And the whole crowd goes crazy again, and then he walks away. I don't know how that's such a dope experience, because it just shows you how you get to feel the energy of how big of an artist is on a stage like that. It doesn't get any bigger than Michael Jackson. It doesn't be. It's like, wow. Like Jay-Z, like how do you surpass this? You can't. You did Nas this, Summer Jam concert, Prodigy, you ethered him with this whole picture up with him being a dancer and whatnot. And then you bring Michael Jackson out. Shit. All right. Last but not least, little something for my sports people. I saw this myself. I don't even know this guy. I'll try to follow him. Made me feel a little bit like Joe Calzaghe for my boxing people. Y'all know who Joe Calzaghe is? Joe Calzaghe is probably one of my favorite boxers of all time too. This guy seems to be a little bit more heavy-handed than Joe Calzaghe. David Benavidez, boxing fans, y'all let me know who this guy is, but this man moves his hands.
The jabs, leads with the right, and there's nice counter right hand, a short right, and there's Benavidez beginning to avoid Ellis's shots and really scoring at will here in round two. So
if we keep getting exchanges like that, it's going to be fun to watch. But Benavidez now landing some big power punches.
Ellis on the ropes, trying to
back on a regular
basis. Speaking of firing, there's some fire to the body by David Benavidez.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Remember, Benavidez said he would have him out before round 6 ended. So we'll see. There's still some time to go here in round 6.
But you have to like the countenance, the attitude of a Ronald Ellis, Abner.
Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
In our opener, but Ellis there feeling the power of Benavidez, and then hold on, but now Benavidez at the right distance here, Abner. He is teeing off on Ellis.
Yeah, he definitely is teeing off. He's landing those inside punches, though. Now time to be recognized, for your good boxing more than the mistakes.
Benavidez putting together these combinations here in the 8th.
He's got to throw it again. That body shot.
Right uppercut, another uppercut, and now David Benavidez pouring it on Ronald Ellis. He is hitting the body, the head. He is just strafing Ronald Ellis, and you wonder, referee Callis, the corner, watching very intently with Ellis pinned in the corner. And now Benavidez unloading on Ronald Ellis. So Ellis has earned his bones in this fight tonight.
Losing this fight doesn't mean it's
The jabs leads with the.
This is a Showtime fight. I don't know. I do now. Man, let's his ass go. Stop the fight. Damn. Somebody put in the chat. All right. Shout out to the chat today in today's stream. We're hour 20 in. Fun stream. All right, what do we got? Let's move over to the supers. Capo says, oh, heck nah. I never got a notification. Could be my fault. Yesterday, about like 5 clips went up. Let me double check. YouTube tends to send out only 3 notifications within 24 hours. So yesterday we had the live stream, then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 clip, total of 5 pieces of content that hit the channel yesterday. So that could be my fault. Or it could just be that YouTube activity that I spoke about before. Yeah, sometimes it rolls it out later. Worst case scenario, I know that when you watch channels a lot, or when you are subscribed, they show up in your home feed a lot. So you do have a lot of people that come across us live, like after we start, because they're on YouTube for breakfast and they're scrolling and they see us live and they say, all right, let's check it out. They click in, right? That's why as the stream goes, more and more people are coming. It's either notifications that are rolling out as YouTube continues to send them out in groups and bunches of notifications, or it's people finding it from the home feed, or it's sometimes people even late. It's like, Monday through Friday, we definitely here at 6 a.m. Some people are like waking up at 6:20, like, all right, let me get up in there. So it could be different, or it could be me. Like I said, if I got 7 videos that got uploaded within a 24-hour window, then no notifications going out for the new ones. So I think that's one of the best things about our style of podcasting for now is it's not as easy on the weekends to time it, but at least Monday through Friday, which is a majority of the week, we know. So whether you get a notification or not, 6 a.m. we on. That kind of helps us mask the notifications at times. So and you guys know it's going to be in the morning, Saturday and Sunday, but doesn't mean everybody's supposed to be glued. Like, all right, it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Who knows? I get it. I'd be the same way. So, but you should have your notifications on, people, and we'll do our best to make sure they continue to roll out appropriately. But if this happens to be a day we got 1 video that goes up in the day and you still didn't get a notification, I gotta take that back to Quarter Lab. Jay says, all I'm hearing right now is he did it too. Shut the hell up. So this is Jay while we was on the topic of some people are saying the Ratlanta topic. And I hate to say that right now, but I didn't make that up. I didn't coin that phrase. Nobody get mad at me. Nikita, I remember, says, y'all hit that like button, share, and enjoy. Please do that. Listen to that woman. Jay says, success is the best revenge. Leave miserable folk be. Yeah, that's what Gunna needs to do. Gunna needs to he doesn't have to say shit right now. He's up. He's really up. He's having a redemption moment. Nikita says, ARP, I love how you be calling these niggas out on their bullshit. They be playing in people's face and you call the BS every time. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't like that King Yellow one. It's just like, nah, you're self-motivated because of what they got at you about right here, and you just switched the direction that you were going in. I see it. And I be saying it respectfully. I ain't into it. I don't got no problem. I don't know none of these niggas. I don't want to cross paths with them. I don't want to shake their hands. I'm just calling a spade a spade. If I do something like that online, the King Yellers of the world, or whoever, is more than welcome to get on they stream and they podcast and say, ARP, I think he's full of shit right here. I think he's incentivized, and this is why he said that. No problem. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's just an opinion. Jay with the big $15 super. Appreciate you, love. Now I'll be trying to decode every fucking time. It's like she got me in this pattern now, so I don't know. I think this is a regular super. I think. I'm not sure. Big Yellow's in the building. He sent out 5 big green team gifts at 9:24. So about 20 minutes ago, 5 of them things went out. Hope everybody's catching them. Thank you, Big Yellow, one of our devoted members over here on the channel. Rocking with the podcast, heavy green team and all that. Big $10 super from Jay says, no BC in the third lane. Graham still praying, working on my nerves, man. Gotta get your soul, Clay. Yeah. Like Coltrane. Still like cry tears over other my beers with my brother, man. Thing for my hustler. And it's Sieg, man. It's fucking Sieg. It's Sieg. Yeah, I want that music from him. I'll take that any day. I gotta catch up with the Supreme Clientele too. I feel shitty that it's a Supreme Clientele named album, and I didn't listen to the whole thing yet. I started to play while I was in the gym the other day, and I turned it off, not because what I was hearing wasn't good. I was just in a different mode, and I needed to hear music that I already knew. You know, I wasn't in a study mode. I was like, I'll just wait until I'm in the car or something like that for this. I needed to hear some shit that would move me. I was in one of those type of gym modes. So Little Monster says, ARP Green Team in the building. We here. We here. What's up, G? Capo says, MJ is a Rushmore. He could have his own. I'm not even going to, before I finish reading the sentence, MJ's level could have his own mountain. And then the Mount Rushmore could be under him. I swear. I lived through it, man. It's like, the man had video games, toys, dolls, movies. I still got Moonwalker. I got it on DVD and VHS. He got everything. Grown men. I don't think I've ever seen in any other scenario where grown men, maybe women, but grown men fainting. What other artist did that? Grown men? Michael. Like, who else did that? Like, that's insane. AJ is Rushmore Mountain, and Chris Brown is on Mount Rushmore. Okay, I think you say shit what I said before even finishing it. My bad, Capo. Chris Brown is definitely gone himself the reputation in this era of the second coming. Music wise, talent wise, I have no problem with that when people say that. What I do have a problem with is anybody ever saying any name close to him when it comes to impact. His impact is super global. MJ's super global. I've never seen any artist with a global impact like that. Or maybe it could be an artist that I don't follow. Like, I don't know. Somebody gonna tell me Metallica was like that, or maybe the Beatles was like that. I don't know. Maybe it was. But global hit like that? Shit. God the Brand says, I didn't get the notification either. Yeah. So speaking on that, I'm glad to see the feedback. That allows me once again to know how many pieces of content dropped, if it's a quarter lab thing, if it's a time thing, a YouTube thing, a channel thing. So every time you guys see that, please keep me in the loop. And don't think that you're beating a dead horse where you tell me one time and I'm going to tell them 5 weeks from now. I already told ARP. Circumstances change. Trust me. So keep letting me know. Thank you, people. Kelson, our member, says YouTube gets too much money for their platform to be like this. I don't like too many people saying they get their notification today. I really am going to just jump out there and say maybe it's because we uploaded like 5 pieces of content yesterday, and then within 24 hours still from the last upload, it's when we already crossed that 3 alert category or whatever. I hope it's that. Capo says, ARP, I hear you, but a mod and a member should get it and be on YouTube a lot, as you know. Okay, so fuck. So when it comes to the checks and balances chat, maybe I could do a better job once, because we know Monday through Friday, that's squared away. We know 6 a.m. alert or not. Saturdays and Sundays for the checks and balances chat, and you're in there. Maybe I could drop a joint in there, like, yo, we're looking at like 10 a.m. people, but then maybe not all the mods are in there. So then what do? Do I create a chat? I can't create a chat for all the members. There's too many. And keeping up with that, I'd be having to try to figure out people's YouTube pages and add them to that chat daily. I just can't do that. Maybe I should just create a chat for the mods. Maybe I'll do that. I don't even remember. Oh no, I do have it. It's on my YouTube page. I could go to my settings. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna try to I got the YouTube channels, but I don't have your IGs. I might spend a week or two to try to put that together. A chat for just the mods. And it's not just for notification where they're saying, all right, folks, we're going live at 10 a.m. because it's a Saturday, Sunday, and I'll run that. I'll own that. But it's also a place where we can give feedback with each other about how things are moving on the podcast. This person, I keep seeing this problem or this over here. Like I get people that hit me on Twitter and be like, yo, I got banned ARP and I didn't do nothing. Right. And I be here hosting the stream. I don't necessarily know what happened in the chat. Right. So then I got a place where I could go to the mods and be like, yo, such and such name ABC. And then the mods might be like, no, fuck no. He kept fucking trolling about 6ix9ine. And he was like, he's 6ix9ine's biggest fan. So fuck you, ARP, eat a dick. So we banned him. I'm like, okay. And then I'll be like, oh, you're lying to me on Twitter. So maybe having a mods chat on IG is a good thing because we can talk about alerts. We could talk about Saturday and Sunday timing. We can talk about activity in the chat. We can talk about YouTube behavior. We could talk about all types of stuff. All right, I'll start to put that together slowly but surely. I'll put it together. Good looking, Capo. You just gave us that idea. Lil Monster says, random parlay. Go bet the house on Notre Dame today. I don't bet sports too much. When I do, it'd be like friendly bets, fun shit, $100, $50, shit like that, $200. I don't be trying to do anything crazy in the sports world. I know Georgia had a big game on yesterday. A lot of people was tuned in for. And I don't be into that parlay world. Some of y'all motherfuckers be ready to kill people. I see some of my homies getting some of them shits. They be like, yo, it's the last game. This motherfucker just missed the free throw. I was going to get 20,000. I have some homies that had some big hits. And I'm like, damn, maybe I need to come play in the same game. Then I see the losses that niggas take. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. It's just like people that go to the casino a lot. Ask somebody that is a super dedicated gambler. I'm always betting horses. I'm always betting parlays. I'm always at the casino. Ask them, over the last 5 years, are you up or are you down? A lot of the times that people always give me the same fucking answer. I'm about even. So then what the fuck am I doing this for? Just to fucking pull strings or pull my own nerves? You stress myself out? Today I came home with 20 grand. Tomorrow I lose 20 grand. Like, nah. And I'm not attacking gambling right now. I don't know why I went this whole direction, Lil Monster. But I'm cool, man. I'll watch a game, but I'll tell you, I ain't putting no money up. Hell no. All right, shout out to everybody that came in on the supers. We all set for today. Closing out at 10 o'clock. We still in long weekend mode for a lot of us, right? I'm about to run to the city, hang out. I didn't have any plans, but my man AB hit me up. Told me something going on. Said, yo, you should pull up. I sent that bat signal out to 2 other homies too. They ain't hit me back yet as I'm looking at my phone. Maybe they got something going on already. So yeah, I'm about to hit the city, have a little fun for a second. And I'll be back home early again tonight with nothing to do. With no plans. That's it, chilling. As far as y'all, hit me on Twitter. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's going on. Checks and balances. You see, I caught up yesterday. Let's keep our eyes open today as well. It's a lot going on, especially in Ratlanta, right? I take that back. Respectfully. Let me get up out of here if I get in trouble. Yeah, have a good day. Be safe.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Street Podcast.
Characters ever to bulldog his way
Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without, I think still got a gun.